I derived a change in length due to the application of load. What is the change in length in tapered bar, rectangular tapered bar? I said it is per circular bar. The derivation is similar. It is there in my notes. Okay, so go through it. If you have doubts, let me know individually. You may ask. So here I am facing the problems, or please help me in that. So definitely I will help you there. So now I am going to solve a another problem which is related to principle of superposition. Okay, uh, principle of superposition. So this is the problem definition and as well as sketch. So problem definition is like this: find the total elongation of bar as shown in figure. Take E is equal to 1.05 into 10 raised to 5 Newton per mm square. So this is the sketch given here. This is the most important thing. In the problem definition only they mentioned what is the Young's modulus. Young's modulus we have to take 1.05 into 10 raised to 5 Newton per mm square. And again, what is the our aim, that is also given. So we have to find out what is the total elongation. That is, we have to find out what is the change in length, delta L. Okay, that we have to find out. Again, Young's modulus is given. Okay, these are the two things they mentioned in problem definition, but in the sketch, dimension along with the loads, okay, and remaining length, such as length, okay, length and what is the diameter, these things are given in the problem definition. So please observe here. Okay, so this is last one is there now. This is tapered section. So whether it is circular or rectangular. So see here, they given pi here. If they given pi, that is nothing but it is a circular. Okay, this is diameter. Pi nothing but diameter. So larger in diameter is 60, smaller in diameter. See here what it is. How much it is? It is 30. So in this direction, the diameter at smaller end is 30, and again this section diameter is also 30. And again observe here carefully. So this is very important. So here there are two sections. We have to make this as two section. So we have to take this one as a regular bar. Okay. So here diameter is 40 mm. So inside this they removed the material. Okay. So they bored. Okay. They drilled something here. They removed the material. The inner diameter is also given. It is 20 mm. Okay. Carefully observe that. And again, what is the length of the bore or drill? It is 400 mm. So length of this one is 600 mm. Here it is given. And again, length of this one is 800 mm. Length of third section is, okay, I will take this one as first section. This is second section. This one as third section. And again, length of the third section is 1000 mm. Okay, let's go through the problem. So carefully observe, each and every load is given or any unknown is given. So 40 kilonewton, here it is unknown load is given. So we have to find out what is the unknown load here. Then after that 30 kilonewton, then again 50 kilonewton. So to find out unknown, what we are doing, for equilibrium we have to take left hand side forces is equal to right hand side forces. Then that is 40 kilonewton left hand side force, again 30 left hand side force, and again 50. Okay, 30 plus 50, then is equal to right hand side force, is equal to right hand side force. So it is P. Then P is equal to what? So 50, yeah, 80 plus 20, 40, 120 it is. Okay, so 120 it is. The load up, unknown load here it is, we are, that is nothing but the value of P here it is 120 kilonewton. Understood? So now once you got the value of unknown load, then remaining is what is the change in length in particular section we have to find out. Okay, so change in length in section 1, that is what we are calling delta L1. So as I said earlier, there are two sections here. In section 1 itself, we have to make two sections. We solved too many problems on this because the material is removed, stepped here, stepped bar is there. So we have to treat this one as a stepped bar. So what I am going to do is this is I'm going to take it A. So that is part A is unbored section. I'm going to call that as unbored section. This is part B. In the part 1 itself, there are two sections. One is A, another one is B. So that is part A is board section, sorry, unboard section. Part B is unboard section. So that is total change in length in section 1, that is delta L1, that is equal to change in length, okay, or extension, better you write extension of, is it board section? ಇಲ್ಲಿಂದ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಬೋರ್ ಮಾಡಿದಾರಾ? ಇಲ್ಲ. This is unboard region. Unboard section. Unboard section plus extension of board section. Extension of board section. Okay, then delta L1 is equal to, okay, P L divided by AE plus P L divided by AE. I will write. So P is, what is the load? I don't know. So length, okay, I will write A. Here it is B. A B. Okay, because section A. Okay, section B. Okay, A indicates section A, B indicates section B. So then after that, so I don't know what is the individual load which is applying on section 1. So this is section 1. So let's go through that. See here, how many loads are acting on the left plane? Only one load, that is 40 kilonewton. Then right to this plane, right plane, this one is the right plane. So what are the loads which are applying, which is applying on this section, sorry, plane 2 on right side plane? So P, one load is P, another one is 30, another one is 50. What is the effective load here? P is equal to how much? 120. And then again it is tensile, we have to take it as positive. Tensile 120, then here 30, negative 30 compression, then again 50 compression. So now, so what is the effective load here? What is the effective load? 40, which is equal to, how much it is? 120 minus 30 minus 50. Because these two are compression, I am going to take this one as, these two as negative, this one is tensile, so I am going to take this one as positive. Okay, minus 30 minus 50. Then here it is 40. Are you going to get 40 here? Yes. If you are not getting, it is wrong. It is in unequilibrium, not in equilibrium. Okay, so ಇವೆರಡು 40 ಬಂದ್ರೆ ಮಾತ್ರ ಸರಿ ಇದೆ ಅಂತ ಅರ್ಥ. Then the value of P here it is 40. Substitute this value over here. Okay, so then delta L1 is equal to, what is the load here? 40 kilonewton it is. Kilonewton. Kilo nothing but 10 raised to 3. Length of section A. So what is the length? ಇಲ್ಲಿಂದ ಇಲ್ಲಿಗೆ 400 ಇದ್ರೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿಂದ ಇಲ್ಲಿಗೆ 600 ಇದೆ. ಇಲ್ಲಿಂದ ಇಲ್ಲಿಗೆ ಎಷ್ಟಾಗುತ್ತೆ? 200 ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. Okay. So it is going to be 200. So first one is 200 mm. Again it is unbored section. What is the diameter here? It is 40 mm. Okay. So divided by, so pi divided by 4. So unbored section d square. What is the value of d? It is 40 square. Okay. Plus Young's modulus is, I forgot Young's modulus. Young's modulus is 1.05 into 10 raised to 5. Okay. So then after that, 40 into 10 raised to 3. Length of section B in this unbored section, board section, it is 400 mm. From here to here it is 400 mm into 400 mm divided by pi divided by 4. So board section, what is the diameter? Outer diameter here 40. Inner diameter is 20. 40 square minus 20 square into Young's modulus is how much? So it is 1.05 into 10 raised to 5 only. So EB is there, EA is there. So here only E is given. No need to write E suffix A and E suffix B. If you want, you may write. So while substituting, so the value of Young's modulus for throughout this section it is same. Okay, it is made by single material. So you have to substitute 1.05 into 10 raised to 5. Okay, so then calculate change in length. Delta L1 is equal to, after calculation how much you are going to get, that you have to write here. So that is left to you. I won't do those things here. Okay, so then I am getting 0.2223 mm. Okay, so then after that I am going for section 2. This is section 2. See, this is section 2. I written here section 2 separately. So on left side of your plane, in the part L bertha ide part 2. Okay, this is the part on the left side, exactly here. This is the left side of the part. How many loads are applying? One is P, another one is 40. Okay, 40 tensile, right? 40 tensile. Again P, it is going to be compressive. So ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಈಗ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಆಗ್ತದೆ. ಹಿಂಗ್ ಬರೆದ್ರು, ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಬರೆದ್ರು ಒಂದೇನೆ, ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಬರೆದ್ರು ಒಂದೇನೆ. Okay, P, how much it is? 120. Okay, so then after that ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಎಷ್ಟು ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ? Right side plane ಅಲ್ಲಿ, right side part ಅಲ್ಲಿ 30 compression, again 50 compression. Okay, let's write let's find out the effective load here. So 40 plus 40 minus 120, because it is compression, which is equal to compression 30, compression 50. So here minus, so then here I'm getting 80, minus 80. Then effective load P is equal to minus 80 kilo. Okay, so then after that find out what is the change in length. So it is a regular section. It is not a stepped bar, but first case in first bar it is stepped bar, because we removed the material inside that body. So it is nothing is removed, so we have to treat single part. So then delta L2 is equal to PL divided by AE. So what is the load applied on the section 2? You may write this one as L2 8. Okay, no problem. L2 is equal to how much? Sorry, P2 is equal to how much? Minus 80 kilonewton. Okay, minus 80 into 10 raised to 3 into L. What is the length here? See here, 800. Substitute that value, divided by area, pi divided by 4. What is the diameter here? So diameter, see here, 30. So it is 30 here. Okay, so 30 square into Young's modulus is 1.05 into 10 raised to 5. So just calculate and write down the delta L2. What I am getting? I am getting it is 0. Sorry, minus is there, minus 0.8632 mm. Okay, so then section 3. Okay, this is section 3. It is tapered one. It is tapered one. Okay, so I am not derived. I didn't derive what is the formula for stepped bar. Okay, so this is what yesterday in the last class for rectangular bar I derived what is the change in length formula. It is delta L is equal to PL divided by TE B1 minus B2 log B1 B2. That is your formula. So in my notes it is there. What is the change in length for derivation is there. So it is similar. Whatever the thing is there. So ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಾ ಇದೇ ತರ ತಗೊಂತೀರಾ. So ಕೊನೆಗೆ derivation ಇದೇ ತರ ಬರುತ್ತೆ. So the formula is going to be 4PL divided by pi E D1 D2. Okay, that is your formula for circular bar. Circular bar. This is for rectangular bar. This is the formula for circular bar. Okay, so now I'm going to solve for this circular tapered bar. Okay, so now we have to find out initially what is the effective load acting on this. How many loads are acting over here? 30 tensile. P, that is minus 120, again tensile 40. I will write initially here 40 tensile minus 120, that is compression 120, then tensile 30, tensile 30, then here over here 50 here. Okay, compression 50. See here, compression 50 is there. Then after that, calculate effective load. See here, tensile 40 plus 40 minus 20 minus 120 plus 30, which is equal to here compression load is there minus 50. Then calculate this, minus 50 is equal to minus 50. Then P is equal to minus 50 kilonewton. That is your effective load. Okay. So then after that, so put the formula here. Delta L3 is equal to how much? 4 PL divided by pi E D1 D2. That is your change in length of tapered bar. Then delta L is equal to, substitute the value delta L is equal 4, P value is how much? Minus 50 into 10 raised to 3 kilo it is. So 10 raised to 3. What is the length of this section? It is 1000. Okay, divided by pi. Young's modulus is 1.05 into 10 raised to 3. Okay, so then here D1 is equal to how much? Here in this over here, sorry, a diameter at larger end. D1 is diameter at larger end. It is 60 mm. So into 60. D2 is equal to what? D2 is equal to smaller end. So what is the diameter here? 30. Substitute after substituting all this value, delta L3, calculate delta L3. I am going to get here 0.9738 mm. Okay. So then what they asked, we calculated individual change in length. What is the change in length? This is change in length in section 3rd. Delta L2 is nothing but change in length in section 2. Delta L1 is nothing but over here in this part. Okay, separate section. What they are asking? Total elongation they are asking. That is delta L. Delta L is equal to delta L1 plus delta L2 plus delta L3. Okay. Delta L is equal to, now delta L is equal to, delta L1 is equal to how much? It is 0.2223. 0.223. Delta L2 is equal to, see here, minus 0.8632. Substitute that value, minus 0.8632. Okay, then again minus delta L3 is equal to minus 0.9738. 9738. Okay, 9738. So now delta L is equal to summation of all this. So I am getting here, it is how much I am getting, sorry, what I have done here, it is a small mistake is there. So it is minus the value here I am going to get minus 0.3368. After calculation here it is minus 0.3368. You have to substitute the same thing here, 3368. Now add all these things, you are going to get 0 minus 0.9738. This is overall change in length. That is compression is occurring in this section. Okay. Next, in the next class, what I am going to solve. See here, all the sections in all loads are in turn given unknown. Okay, 3P, P, 2P, 4P. So again, what they are asking, a round bar with stepped portion is subjected to forces as shown in figure. Determine the magnitude of force P. So till now what we calculated? We calculated delta L, change in length in each section, right? So P is given. What is the load? Magnitude of the load is given. Okay, but in this case all are unknown. All loads are unknown. We have to calculate what is the value of P. Okay, magnitude of force P. We have to calculate what is the force P. Okay, they given net deformation. That is nothing but change in length is given. ಟೋಟಲ್ ಎಲಾಂಗೇಷನ್ ನ ಪ್ರೀವಿಯಸ್ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಕ್ಯಾಲ್ಕುಲೇಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಿದ್ವಿ, ಡೆಲ್ಟಾ ಎಲ್ ನ ಫೈಂಡ್ ಔಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಿದ್ವಿ. ಬಟ್ ಹಿಯರ್ ದೇ ಗಿವನ್ ಡೆಲ್ಟಾ ಎಲ್ ಇಸ್ ಈಕ್ವಲ್ ಟು 1 mm. ವಿ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಟು ಕ್ಯಾಲ್ಕುಲೇಟ್ ಪಿ. ಓಕೆ, ರಿವರ್ಸ್ ಇಂಜಿನಿಯರಿಂಗ್. ಸೊ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಪಿ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ, ಡೆಲ್ಟಾ ಎಲ್ ಕೇಳ್ತಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಈ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಡೆಲ್ಟಾ ಎಲ್ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ, ವಿ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಟು ಕ್ಯಾಲ್ಕುಲೇಟ್ ವಾಟ್ ಇಸ್ ದ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ ಆಫ್ ಪಿ. So that problem I am going to solve in the next class. Okay, so it is very important. It is also repeatedly asked in your examination. Again, this is sections. So first section is made by aluminum. The remaining two sections, section 2, section 3 is made by steel. Okay, so Young's modulus of each is also given. Okay, aluminum it is for 700 gigapascal, and again for steel 200 gigapascal. Young's modulus of each material is also given. Till now what we solved, only one material is given. Young's modulus ಎಷ್ಟು ಕೊಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ರು, ಒಂದು ಮಾತ್ರ ಕೊಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ರು. Now they are giving two materials. Okay, so this is the next class problem. Along with this one, another problem also I am going to solve. That is also very important problem. Okay, regularly they are asking. So principle of superposition ಮೇಲೆ minimum 10 marks, 8 to 10 marks exam ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಕೇಳೇ ಕೇಳ್ತಾರೆ. So again I am telling you guys, I didn't given notes on this one. Test to 21, 22nd to 23rd ಇರುತ್ತೆ. Definitely you are going to get a problem on this. ಈಗ ಇಲ್ಲಿಂದ ತನಕ ಕ್ಲಾಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಎಷ್ಟು ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ ಸಾಲ್ವ್ ಮಾಡಿದೀನಿ ಅಂದ್ರೆ, ಈ ಇದ್ರ ಮೇಲೆ see here 1 2 3 then 4. Tomorrow I am going to solve 5. Total 6 problems I am going to ask, 6 problems I am going to solve. Out of that maybe you are going to get 1 or 2 questions in your internals. Okay, so ನಾನು ನೋಟ್ಸ್ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿಲ್ಲ,